Hey everybody, today we will be doing an unboxing video. This one I'm super hyped about. It's an OG Gen plastic unboxing. I bought it used, but the bays looked like they were in really good condition. I opened it up just so that way we didn't have to go through the whole opening of the package. But I haven't looked at the bays yet. So with that, let's go ahead and get this going. So yeah, like I said, I opened the bays. I opened up the package. It came in a little Ziploc bag. That's all I've seen so far, other than what the description was posted on eBay. And I picked this up for, I believe, like $20 and some change, because I got like a really good deal on it. And let's go ahead. And like I said, these are OG plastics, but as you can tell, they're OG plastic micros. So I was super stoked to see that, because I didn't know. I knew that they had the keychain ones, but I didn't know that they actually made a micro set for them. There's another one I'm after, and it's about 40 bucks. I will pick that one up, and when I do, it'll be used as well, but they look like they're in pretty good condition. So when I pick that up, there will be a video for that. So definitely stay tuned for that video. So these are the OG plastic Gen Beyblades for the micros. So we got the little launcher right here with the little ripcord. Unfortunately, these ones, if it's right, it's right. If it's left, it's left. So, you know, it's plastic generation. So they probably weren't thinking too far ahead with the design. Later, I'll do a comparison just to see if like we can fit the OG plastic Beyblades on the newer burst micro Beyblades. I feel like that'd be pretty fun. So yeah, we got our launcher with the ripcord. It looks like a little key, so that's pretty fun. Different colors. This one's purple. We got a dark blue. Same thing. Little key ripcord. They're really stiff, so that's something that's pretty fun. They're really stiff, which is good. They're not flimsy at all. Then we got the Drasil green with a green ripcord. And then this one, you guys, I'm super stoked about. We got the sniper grip launcher as a freaking micro. It'd be cool if we could put like a little CR like battery in here and they do like a little laser, but it doesn't. Either way, it's still pretty freaking cool. I mean, you can actually almost hold it like the OG sniper grip. And then of course we get the dragon ripcord. It's pretty cool. Got a lot of good design for a little micro dragon ripcord. There is this little notch right here, however. I might try and see if I can shave that off. I feel like that notch will only allow us to go so far in. Let's see. Let's test that real quick. Let me go ahead and get that, the ripcord winder, whatever, in. So here's the notch right here. Let's go ahead. So yeah, see how we don't have a lot of, we miss out on about like, what is that? About like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 9 teeth total. So that's a lot of teeth if you really think about it for these micros. If it was like a regular size Beyblade, it really wouldn't be a lot of teeth. But for something like this, that's a lot of teeth. So I'll probably, let me grab my box cutter real quick. I'll be right back. All right, guys, and with that, I am back. Here is my box cutter, well, my utility knife. We're gonna go ahead and take a look and see if we can't shave this down a little. Just because, I mean, we're missing out on 9 teeth for a micro, and this is actually, while it's hard, the plastic itself to get through with a box knife is pretty easy. Technically, this is modding it, but I feel like it's a really not competitive mod just because it's a micro. And while these things are rare, I think not having that little snidbit of plastic right there will make it better. Okay, so now let's see if that actually did some justice. So here we go. Look at that. We can actually almost use all the teeth. That is phenomenal right there. And I bet if I just trim this back piece back a little bit more, we'll be able to get all the teeth in. Actually, I probably retract that. No, just maybe. Maybe if I trim this slightly more, just ever so slightly. I know there's probably some people that are going to later post and be like, you're crazy. Why would you do that? Because, man, I want to be able to see this like at full rotational speed, not, you know, half speed. Okay, so I've trimmed it back a little bit more. Let's see. And I barely trimmed it back, really, you guys. So it's not like it's a big ordeal. If anything, I just made it flush. Get that little bit of extra plastic out of there. So yeah, I've trimmed it back a little bit. Yeah, see, we can actually use all the teeth on the ripcord now. So it just needed a little bit of a trim. Okay, so yeah, the sniper grip, it'd be cool if we could have, like I said, used a little CR, a little medical battery. And they had like 2 screws, one right here, and then we just uncapped it and there's a little laser right there. That would have been cool. This does not come off. So unfortunately you cannot swap it out with, that would have been another cool thing too, if they made it a little bit larger. That way you could swap it out with like another, like say you wanted the green one because it's Drasil, then you could have swapped it out with the green one. But it is what it is. I think it's pretty cool. So let's move on to the next thing. Obviously this is probably put in the wrong spot, I think. I think it's supposed to go down here. Make it look more like a laser. So now getting into the Beyblades, we have, this is supposed to be Wolborg, but it just says Wolf. Pretty cool. Obviously these are stickers. I'll probably at some point take the stickers off just because they're beat up, and I'll probably use like Warhammer Dungeons and Dragons paint to paint these in, so then that way it looks a little bit more cleaner. The head stickers, they're good. They're decent. They're still decent, so I won't do that anytime soon. But these have got to go. They're all beat up, and they're... Or I'll see if I can find like a sticker pack for the micros. If I don't, then I'm going to use model paint to paint those in. Definitely very accurate as far as those go, because this is supposed to be the bearing driver. It looks like the bearing driver. Obviously, this is not free spinning like the bearing driver. Next up, we got another Wolf, which is Wolborg. These stickers look good, so I'll leave these stickers alone. The other one will be my test subject. I'll probably do a whitewash on these little fins right here, on these little claw marks or whatever these are supposed to be. And after I do the whitewash with it, I'll go over it after it dries with the blue. So then that way we get that little contrast comparison. So yeah, these ones are a lot better. The stickers are definitely a lot better. They're still intact. The bearing, yeah, it looks really good. I'm super stoked about this. So yeah, those are the 2 Wolborgs. Next, this one is the Endurance. Yep, it's Drigger. So we got Drigger, black Drigger at that. That's pretty cool. So yeah, we got our Drigger Bay. And then, yep, the normal Endurance. So yeah, so the thing with the original Beyblade, it wasn't stamina, and stamina was called endurance back in the day. So it went attack, defense, balance, and endurance, not stamina, endurance. So that was OG. That's how they labeled their stuff back in the OG. And this one is Drasil S. Pretty cool. I like it. I like how they went the little extra mile, and like even the little marbles are in there, but they're not real they're not the real bearings, they're just there. So just the fact that they went that extra mile and got that detail. The stickers on these are pretty beat on the outside, so I don't think I'll be able to paint this, so I'm just gonna leave them alone. So yeah. I wonder if these could have been taken apart. Oh my gosh, they can. So I just realized something. So I don't know anything about these micros for the plastic generation, but hey, you can take them apart. So that's pretty cool. So I wonder, so like say I want, oh, dope. So actually, in all actuality, oh, that's cool. So there's a little metal weight disc. And Does that mean all of them are supposed to have a little metal weight disc? Or is it just Drigger? No, all of them are supposed to have, I think all of them are supposed to have this little metal weight disc. That's cool. So that means I could essentially make little combos out of these micros and put Drasil. That looks weird. So yeah, I could do like Drasil's bottom with Drigger's bottom, or Wolborg's bottom with Drigger, or vice versa. So that's pretty cool. I wonder what this next set I'm going to purchase, if it's like that. So honestly, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that these came apart. I thought they were just solid. The fact that they put like a little weight in there. So that's honestly really freaking cool. I am super stoked about that, because that means you can do little combos with these micros. So yeah, one more thing to know. And let's go ahead and put this back together. The tabs are smaller tabs, so definitely, oh, these might even have little things in them too. And what do you know it, they do. So these are supposed to have little weights in them. I think one of the Wolborgs I won't be using. So as long as, I don't think this one has a weight. It doesn't feel like it. But I'll take this one out real quick, because this has the nicer stickers. I'll do it as a test spin, but I won't do it just to show, just because that one has the nicer stickers. I want to keep it nice. Yep. Okay, so we do have 3 different weights, which is good. So I will undo Drasil real quick, and we'll put one of the weights in Drasil, and we'll keep one of the Wolborgs in good working order. There's a lot of details to these. That's pretty freaking wild. Okay, so now we just got to put this Wolborg back together. Yeah, like I said, this one has the better stickers, so I'm just going to place this one off to the side, just because I want to keep that intact. So yeah, it's honestly a pretty good deal. The only one that's missing a weight is this Drasil, which honestly is not that big of a deal. Really isn't. And as long as you're pretty delicate about it, I don't think these will bust. And now the Drasil will have a weight as well. So now I can go back in, cap this Drasil up real quick. And I do like the fact that this Drasil is a translucent blue rather than a translucent white, because the Drasil S that you could get was translucent white, green, and I believe like a weirdish yellow color. Okay, so first up, now I'll get these. Holy crap, man. Okay, so we got Drasil loaded with the sniper grip. Drigger. This one, just because this is the only green one I have, I'll keep this with this Wolborg over here. This Wolborg will get this blue tip. And just like the other micros, as long as there's an exposure on the teeth, you can actually just preload it. So that's pretty nice. And then I got Drigger right here. And these ones do have the weights in them, so yeah. All right, first things first, we'll launch Drasil. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. That's pretty cool. So honestly, that is pretty cool. I do like that a lot. 3, 2, 1. Let it rip. And while that's spinning, I actually have my micro Spryzen sitting right here. So no, with the micro, so yeah, these, unfortunately, it looks like we won't be able to do it with these ones just because it's too big, but maybe we might be able to use the micro launcher. And if we are, that would be pretty freaking sick. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Got a good launch right there. Okay, so now while that's spinning, we'll go ahead and remove that. Next, we'll launch Drigger. 3, 2, 1. Let it rip. So definitely not a lot of pull off of that. I may see in the future if we can use an actual ripcord like we can with the burst micros. 3, 2, 1. Let it rip. So yeah, not a lot of not as much stamina. I mean, not as much, you know, aggressive as I would like with those little ones. So I might just use this. 3, 2, 1. Oh man, that's rough. Okay, let's try this again. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so Drigger is just meh. That's just Drigger. Okay, so that was Drigger. Next up, we have Wolborg, the one with the crappy stickers. 3, 2, 1. Let it rip. And this is the Wolborg with the weight. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Let it rip. Okay. That's good. Now, let's see what it let's see how it reacts without the weight in it. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. So it reacts just about the same slightly. That's the one with the good stickers. I figured we'd launch that one slightly. Well, we'd launch that one a little bit. I do like the sniper grip, so I'm probably gonna use the sniper grip just for this video, just to do little battles. All right, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. We will do Drigger versus Dracil, endurance versus defense. Unfortunately, that Drigger is really off balance, so I don't know if I'm gonna really like this one too much. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, see how off balance that is? That just screams bad. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we got a good launch there. 3, 2, 1. Well, Drigger did manage to ring out Dracil, so Drigger takes the first point. If I can do that without knocking my camera for you guys, that would be awesome. Okay, so first point goes to Drigger. I'll just do a best out of 2. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Let it rip. Let it rip. That was a kind of a weak launch. Let me reset that real quick. Sorry, these ones are actually a little bit more delicate than the burst. 3, 2, 1. Let it rip. Let it rip. Okay, so the next point goes to Dracil. I feel like it's whoever gets to that center first, to tell you the truth. Which is crazy, because this is actually a big stadium. 3, 2, 1. Let it rip. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Let it rip. Ah! That's not a good battle. Let's go ahead and redo this real quick. Three, 2, 1. Let it rip. Okay, so Dracil takes that point. Dracil wins. Now we will do Wolborg versus Dracil. 3, 2, 1. Let it rip. Let it rip. Wolborg versus Dracil. Wolborg takes the first win. Three, 2, 1. Let it rip. Three, 2, 1. Let it rip. Ooh. Neither one of them got knocked out within the first. That's a draw. Okay, that was a good battle. Neither of them got KO'd within the first minute, and we got a draw. That's pretty exciting. I think the one thing I do like over the burst that I don't like about this one is the burst ones, you can actually connect the little launchers together to do dual battles. 3, 2, 1, rip. So that is the one thing I do like over the burst. well, over this. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. And Dracil decided to throw itself out. Okay, so that gives us another relaunch. Unfortunately, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Let it rip. There we go. Woolborg takes that win. Now we will finish up the video by doing Woolborg versus Drigger. I think I'm going to just do it with the two normal launchers. That way I can have both bays set up. So we'll get Drigger set up real quick. Then we'll do Woolborg. Okay, granted these rip cords aren't really long enough, but at the same time, this should be enough. 3, 2, 1. Oh man, that is such a weak pull. Okay, Drigger takes the first win. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Drigger swooped up underneath there and took the final win. So with that being said, if I have to place this, it would go, Dracil would be second place, followed by, so it'd be Woolborg, Dracil, and Drigger. And we'll put that bad boy right there just to showcase it. So yeah, overall, I think they're pretty fun. Granted, this is a 21-minute video, you guys. I'm sorry about that, but it just happened to be 20 minutes. I felt like the detail was worth the 22 minutes now. But anyways, this was my video for the Micro OG Beyblade plastic generation. I hope you guys like it. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you subscribe to me, I will subscribe to you. And with that, 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Have a great night.